Why do I constantly get disappointed with these games? You know, sometimes I feel like my job isn't easy. Now, granted, this is possibly one of the greatest jobs in the world. I'm making a little change off of reviewing content such as video games and movies. Things that I like to review and, talk about. But this year hasn't been good for me. In terms of movies and the video games that I have to play in order to review this stuff, it's been pretty dull. I know it's only March, and we haven't really gotten to the full year, not even halfway point yet, but so far, guys, it's not looking too good, and not until around the summer or anything. And then I just got an email from Amazon saying that they actually pushed back Batman Arkham Knight to July 3rd, rather than June 24th. So that's a few more days I gotta wait for that, and, okay, so, anyway, the first thing you're possibly saying is, where's the gameplay in this video? Yeah, why is it just me doing the standard vlog stuff? Well, I'm actually trying out something new. This is going to be two segments now, kind of like two sides of a coin. There's going to be an intro video, which is this. I'm going to be doing what I'm doing now, talking about the game, or critiquing it, reviewing it sortingly, and then the second part is going to be complete gameplay. And then I'm going to come back at the end of the video, make a conclusion, say farewell, and that will be it. So this is something I'm trying out for the first time, and I did something similar to this in my DC Universe Is It Worth It video, so I'm kind of going back to that style before I got all the recording equipment. And thanks to the PS4 share feature, I'm actually able to record gameplay straight from the system itself, upload it to YouTube, and yeah, with my voice over it to do a live commentary. So you'll be getting part of that as well. The commentary part that you're going to witness in this video has actually been recorded a couple of days ago. I had to re-record this part for the 4th time because I've been so pissed off with this game. And I just been busy, man. I had just been really busy, so I'm finally getting out this review. It took a while. Everyone already got their reviews out. They got their opinions all over the internet, and of course, if people have already made up their minds about the game, but I just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in there, even if it is past the due date for that. So yeah. It was either this or Kingdom Hearts, and I swear, man, I gotta go back to playing Kingdom Hearts and just uploading Kingdom Hearts gameplay, because this, let me start from the beginning. Battlefield Hardline is a game that has been taken over by Visceral games, at least for this installment. It has the themes of cops and robbers, blah blah, we all know this. The single player story is, believe it or not, somehow better than Battlefield 4, as in I actually remember what happened, but boring! It's, Battlefield 4 may have all the explosions and the Michael Bay shit going on, and it's kind of distracting, male testosterone-filled violence, but at least Hardline is, it's so funny, Hardline is more memorable, but yet boring and cliche at the same time. The game is so predictable that even from the first 3 minutes, you know who the bad guy is.
Shouldn't take very long. What do you say we bag these guys and go grab some lunch?
Yeah, okay. I know a decent Cuban place around the corner.
Cuban? Jesus Christ, Nick, you're in Vice now. Why do you have work better than beans and rice?
Seriously? Beans and rice? Why don't you let me order for you?
Here's an idea. I picked the place. Huh? I promise, you'll never go back to eating plantains ever again.
Let's be honest. Who do you think is the bad guy here? Just off the top of your head. Is it the goody two-shoes nice cop? Or is it the sleazy cop who is not only played by a well-known voice actor who happens to play the exact same role in everything he does, and I love Travis Willingham, I love him, but my God, he always plays the same character. Who do you think it is? Is it the character, the sleazy cop with the well-known voice actor, or is it the good? It's the sleazy cop. Straight from the first less than less than 3 minutes in the game, you already screwed it up. Because you've already showed us who's the bad guy is going to be. And for all the 4 cops in this precinct, there only seems to be one that plays really by the book. So, who off the top of your head is bad? Is it the other 3 cops or is it the... Come on! Really? I swear. I like that there is diversity in this game, though. I do like how they're not just all just these regular steroid junkie filled cops or anything like that, or any type of cliche like that. Although later on you do get those type of cops, which just look like the standard police officers. But that's actually at the second part of the game where you become a criminal. Now there is a story here. You are following this good cop who's, like I said, plays by the rules, plays by the book, but he's kind of forced into a situation where he has to be a bad guy. And I'm not going to say what leads him down this path to being a criminal, but it is so predictable that if you've seen any type of TV show, Miami Vice, or any type of movie that has something to do with cops, 30 cops, Lethal Weapon or something like that, you know what's gonna happen. If you're over the age of 12, even a 12-year-old can guess this storyline. You know what's gonna happen. And the game states twice that it's like, hey, our lives are like a cop melodrama. Now, people can argue this. By them stating that, is that clever writing? Are they being smart about it? Is the game self-aware of itself? Or is it what I really think, fucking lazy, and they just came out and just said, well, it's like a melodrama, that's what we're trying to do. Guys, if you're gonna do satire, it has to be real satire, because it seems like you're taking this storyline is taking itself way too seriously for how predictable it's going to be. And it ends on a cliffhanger for a story that's will run you about 8 to 9 hours, I guess. That's what I got out of it, because I was actually, in the beginning of the game, was actually doing the detective stuff, which does nothing for the story. There is no point to complete this detective anything unless you want to go for a trophy and you want 100% the game. Do you really care? Do you even care about single player? After Battlefield 4, like I said, I don't remember any of the characters' names. I just remember one country fighting another and there's some type of rebellion going on. I think that's what they was doing. Of course, someone double crosses somebody. It is exactly the same thing here. I think it's literally the same voice actress. The same actress who was in Battlefield 4 does the exact same thing here. She is no different. I swear this is the same person. It might not be. It might be a totally different woman. I should IMDb it, but I'm not going to. I should do it now, but no. I'm not even going to worry about it, because I just have to talk about this game. It literally is the same exact thing. Somebody double cross, triple cross somebody. Somebody's working as a double agent. There's dirty cops. There's drug dealers that are so cliche. It's the story, the single player story does have some interesting elements. There's actually this cool arresting mechanic that you can do, which you're oddly enough still able to do as a criminal.
Nick, cuff these guys. Get the hell out of here.
Come on now. Okay. Keep those hands on your head and turn around slowly. Slowly. Nice and easy.
Oh, you're making a big mistake.
We're all friends now.
There's only 10 episodes within the game. The first 5 episodes, you're basically being a cop, and the other 5 episodes, you're going from the criminal side of things. You know what it would have been really interesting? If there was actually like this whole storyline of 2 brothers actually rising through the ranks or something like that. And 2 siblings rising through the ranks. Like the first part of the game is about the cop brother, and then the second part is about the criminal brother. That would have been cool. Or they was like friends or something. They grew up from the same neighborhood. And and they're both rising through the ranks in their each individual stories. You know, that will run you, like I said, the game's about 8 hours, so that will run you like 4 hours with one guy and then 4 hours with the other guy. That would have been a lot more interesting. I would have been more invested than this, than just following this one guy. And not saying that he's a bad character, just saying that you can predict every single thing that's going to happen to him, and it will make you just stand there just saying, he didn't see this coming? Like really? He didn't see this coming. And like I said, at the beginning of the game, there is this cool, interesting mechanic where you can arrest people, because this game, the single player, is about 85% stealth. Like, I kid you not, it's like freaking Metal Gear. Even the emoticons appear above their head, like, huh? And stuff like that, or hey, he's over here. It's exactly like a first-person Metal Gear. And so, already then, I'm like, you know, I'd rather be playing Metal Gear than this. But the stealth sections, they do fine in certain places. There's only about 1 or 2 epic moments, and that's when there's like a big-ass shootout. There's one in this mansion, and then there's another one. Really nice looking mansion. I would say that the graphics in this game possibly might be a little bit worse than Battlefield 4, which is interesting because I was told that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions have their quality lowered compared to PC, which is odd. I don't know why. If Battlefield 4 can reach full HD, why can't this game do it? You know, and it seems to run at a lower FPS. But that's a whole nother thing. I'm going against the technical issues there. What this Battlefield it does with that mechanic and the stealth sections is literally, like I said, 85% of the game. It's through the entire game. And you want to know what the weird part is? I might go on a rant here in a second. I'm really trying to avoid this. But this is so dumb. You have this themes of cops and robbers, and you didn't even take advantage of this. Okay, when you become a criminal, later on in the part of the story, I'm not giving anything away by doing that. No one cares. You know, this is barely any spoilers. When you do become a criminal, and you don't feel like it, you still feel like a cop. He still acts like a cop. I can understand, like, okay, he has that cop training or whatever, but the criminals on the multiplayer don't act the same way. Why does he have to act the same way? Why does he have to have the same mechanics as he does when he was a cop? He's literally telling these hardcore criminals to freeze who have machine guns in their hand, freaking LMGs or anything like that in their hands, and they will drop them because one guy with a little pistol says, freeze! No, that does not happen. That will not happen in real life. Cop's job, being a cop, you can say this stuff about police brutality all you want, and, there's true. There is definitely a big policing authority problem here with the police and our society nowadays. And with all this stuff going on, of course, this game came out at the wrong time, especially with everything going on.
You gotta take this guy down.
Wait till I get closer! Start her now! To remain silent. Oh, you heard this before, huh?
Like I said, you can argue the police brutality thing, but there is no way that you can walk into a room full of criminals and people would actually just put down their guns. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So this whole mechanic of having to sneak around these criminals, or basically arrest everyone in the room or kill everyone in the room. Seriously, there is no consequence just for you just going out and just blasting everybody. You have a much better time doing that, just going Rambo style on everybody, just killing as many criminals as you can. There is no consequence. But for some reason, there is a consequence for actually breaking something in somebody's apartment. Okay. Um, here's what really gets me. The sheer fact that when you become a criminal, you do the exact same thing. Visceral Games. Let me just say something to you. Are you aware of the theme that you have? Are you aware that you actually had something unique here? That you actually took the cops and robber, you took the modern military shooter and you finally changed it. You finally made something different, you know. That's the big thing I was looking forward to. Oh, it's not the standard, you know, you gotta wait for your partner to do this and do that, or snipe somebody from far away. None of that boring shit that you see in, like, you know, the Call of Duty, the old school Call of Duty type stuff, you know, and that was fine for the time, but once I went through it like the 7th time, I was done. And, you know, Battlefield kept that going. They kept that standard modern military shooter. You can't go any further until you do this type of stuff. And don't get me wrong, Battlefield Hardline is definitely linear, but there's more freedom, especially during the stealth sections, which make up the majority of the game. But you had this advantage here, this beautiful idea that you could have used for the criminals. You could have just made it an all-out drug battle or something like that, and you don't take advantage of it at all. And not just in single-player and multiplayer as well. It's go into multiplayer real quickly before I get into the gameplay and show you the heist. If there's only about 3 game modes you're going to end up playing, mostly. Or there's only 3 game modes that I end up playing. And that is Heist, Blood Money, and a Team Deathmatch on occasions. Those are the only interesting ones. Oh yeah, we got Conquest. Conquest's been in the game forever. Why do you want to play Conquest? It is the same thing. It is a watered down version of Conquest, to be honest with you. It is not like Battlefield 4. There's no tanks and planes or anything like that, but that's the reason why I never really played Conquest in the first place. I got sick of always getting blown up by somebody in a tank. It's fucking annoying. You can tell from my Battlefield 4 gameplays, there's a reason why I only upload basically Team Deathmatch stuff and mostly nothing else. Rush was a good game mode, though. Obliteration was a good game mode. Oh, and there's 2 game modes. 2 game modes of Battlefield Hardline, which nobody plays on consoles. I don't know if it's different on PC or on the last-gen systems. And why is this game on the last-gen systems? Really? Okay, that's a whole nother debate. But, seriously, Crosshair and the other one I can't fucking remember. They're the exact same thing. You know, I'm a former Call of Duty player, okay? So people have said, oh, it's like Counter-Strike. I never played Counter-Strike. I don't know what that is. To me, it's like Search and Destroy. It is literally, they are both variations of Search and Destroy, and you put two variations of the same game in the same, in 2 different modes. The only game mode I really play a lot, different game mode, which is actually included in Hardline, which seems to be less game modes than Battlefield 4, with less guns than Battlefield 4, and you'll see that in a minute, is Blood Money. That, for some reason, that's a lot of fun, and that's mostly because it's kind of like a clusterfuck. It's so much going on, and it's quick, it's fast, it's a lot of fun. It can be one-sided sometimes depending on which map that you're on, but not as one-sided as Heist. Like literally, almost no map works with the Heist except for one, and that's the downtown safe map. That is like the only map that works with the game. Blood Money seems to be the only game mode that can work with any map. Even Team Deathmatch seems one-sided at some point. And it's like this with all the game modes. It's like, and no map within the game literally works for every game mode. There's only one map that works particularly well for one game mode. You know, I tried. I tried playing it. I uploaded that first gameplay. You know, you guys see my reaction for the first gameplay. You know, I was excited about it. I said, I'm liking this game so far. but I avoided playing this game over the entire week. Avoid it. Only played it just to do this review. And to be honest, I could have just left this alone. I don't even want to do this right now. But yet, I can't stop talking about it. How long have I been talking? A half an hour, it seems? It's ridiculous. So, you know, let me show you the gameplay here, and then afterwards, I'll come back at the end and I'll give my final thoughts on the game, say is it worth it, and give a conclusion, give a closing statement. Okay, so here's the gameplay, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
Okay, here we are, and welcome to Battlefield Hardline. I apologize if my voice is either too loud or too low. I'm actually using my regular recording settings in order to get all the audio here. I found a better way of doing this. Is actually I put my voice into the party chat, which is available on the PlayStation, and I'm able to cut out all the background noise for the most part, just by using the system. But okay, we're gonna get into this, and here is one thing that I like, and no, it is not the battle packs. I personally hate the battle packs. I think they're stupid and kind of redundant. You think they would be worth it here, but they're kind of not. The only thing that I really get in the battle packs is just either camos or just these boosts, which I randomly use. I don't think I have used one yet. I actually think that the boosts are kind of pointless. I don't know, that could just be me, since that the currency in this game is by money. Well, let's go into the multiplayer, and here's what I do like. I like that you're able to customize your weapons in the main menu. Dice. How come you was not able to do this in Battlefield 4? It annoyed me so much I was only able to change my character, customize my character within the gameplay, and that's stupid, you know? I don't know why that was only for the gameplay, but apparently it was changed for Battlefield Hardline, which is pretty good. Now, we're going to take a look at this first class here, and here's what I'm talking about. You see you got the attachments to the bottom right of the screen. You got cash to spend. This is how much money I can spend on buying attachments for this weapon. So yeah, as you can see, there's a number of close range and medium range attachments here. Of course, you got the extended mag and, of course, the heavy barrel swirl suppressor. That's standard stuff. But let's look at the guns themselves. Look how many pistols there are available. Three. And this is the SWAT team, which is the cop class, which is that, I guess that's self-explanatory. But look, even with the thieves, even with the criminal side elements, same. Three guns. Why are there only 3 guns? I don't understand. Same thing with this. Okay, you have a few here in Operator. Operator is obviously the best class, which is basically just the medic class again from Battlefield 4. Just, you know, and I don't expect them to change, you know, medic as well as mechanic and enforcer and all that. You know, that's relatively, it's going to stay the same throughout all the games, and that's fine with me. But look, 4 guns available. Of course, you have to use this one to unlock special. You have the criteria. There we go. Mechanic Syndicate. I don't know what that is, and I don't know how to unlock this. So, yeah, that's a thing too. It's like you have to use something to unlock that specific gun, and even though there's not a lot here to go from, like Battlefield 4. Straight up, even from the get-go, straight from the game, not even including DLC weapons, had way more guns than this. And I guess you can argue that, well, it goes with the theme, right? You know, you have cops and criminals, so wouldn't that be expected for you to just use the standard customized things that are available with the cops and criminals? I guess you can argue that, but what I would say to that is that then it means that the theme of the game is actually holding the game back. You know, I would have rather them go all out, you know, crazy balls to the walls type stuff, rather than this sort of conservative safety net that they've implemented here with these gadgets. Look how little this is. I don't. the grenades don't bother me and stuff, but you have a shitload of melee weapons, which is completely ridiculous. Battlefield in itself is already a ridiculous concept. I mean, you might as well just go all out with it. There is no way there's going to be a massive war that breaks out between the cops and the criminals in the middle of a downtown public area. There's just no way that's going to happen. So you're already on the ridiculous amount of you're already on a list of the top ridiculous things. So why not go crazy with it? Why not take advantage of your theme and just go all out with it? I don't know. I personally, I do not understand. But alright, we're going to jump into a game here. I think I'm going to choose Heist because, well, it's the main theme of the game, to be honest. We're going to choose that, and then I get to show you guys the gameplay. Although, like I said, that I do like the whole customization thing. I still feel as though it's restricted, and I feel as though that they're going to make it available for DLC. That's what this is. Like, most of this stuff is just DLC beta, and that's what it's going to be available for. Okay, we got a full lobby. It's not too bad. It's all of it's mostly going to be DLC. You see the little bit of weapons that they have and stuff available now. And even then, like, this is a map for the heist that I was talking about. This is actually, actually, no, this is not. This is not the map I was talking about. This is a different version of it. This one isn't too bad. This one isn't too bad. It's kind of like that. Take me back around! What are you doing?
Watch it!
Where is he going? Oh my god, are we really gonna die because he went the wrong way? Okay, there we go. And apparently I'm getting shot from somewhere. I have no idea where I'm getting shot. How what? I thought I looked over there. I can't... I don't know what's up with the peripheral vision, but I'm not even going to worry about it. The point is that there could have been more here. There could have been more, and I feel as though there will be more, but it will be left for DLC. Those are nice looking donuts there. You know, those nice looking donuts. And I feel like they will be left more for DLC, and that's not good. That's not good, because you're seeing this as the basic game. And as far as right now, the basic game isn't worth it. It's not worth the $60 asking price. Like, you're literally trying to sell this as, oh, another installment in the Battlefield franchise, when this feels like half. Literally half of what Battlefield 4 was. And I'm stuck. Oh, God.
It's our package now. Repeat, package is ours.
If you have an assault rifle, literally, if you have an assault rifle, the operator class, you can kill anybody from anywhere. There is no need to switch any classes.
Proceed to package. Suspects are on the move. They have taken a package.
And yeah, that's the biggest problem in this game. You know, like I said, I like that I can able to customize from the menu and stuff. I can even open battle packs right within the gameplay like this. But there's a problem here. There's a glaring problem that really needs to be fixed. And where am I getting shot from now? I don't know where I'm getting shot from. It seems like everyone's down here, so we're gonna go this way.
Central command truck.
Get a truck over there. Yeah, but what you're seeing here, it's basically Battlefield. Look at this. This still looks nice. These are very nice textures and everything. Even with the lower quality on the PlayStation 4 compared to the PC, these are really nice aesthetic as far as the game goes. You know, it's really nice to look at. The maps are really well designed, some of them for the most part. And
here's a med kit.
It's a med kit for you. I'm going to go over here. There's a bicycle. And not bicycle, there's a motorcycle in there. We got a sniper somewhere around here. And apparently my guy got him, so never mind. Yeah, you know, I've never seen, you know, in Battlefield 4, that sniper would have been much farther away than he was. I'm surprised at how close he actually was. I would say this though, whereas snipers kind of bother me, and they don't bother me so much in Battlefield compared to something like Call of Duty. I am not climbing that ladder. I'm just gonna stop here. Compared to something like Call of Duty, they don't bother me as much. Here, because you want to know why? Everyone's look at that! Look at that! He's sliding on it. Yeah, you do get little glitches and stuff like that. Like I said, that doesn't bother me. They're kind of fun. Oh my god, how many hit markers I had to get on that guy? Now I can tell this is already going to be a long process for me. I also like how you can quickly switch between classes here, just by pressing the R2 button rather than going within the loadout and then doing it that way. I also like how they give you multiple loadouts. So, loadout 2 and 3 I have not customized, mostly just keep with loadout 1. Just keep it like that, but you know, that's nice. That's nice for people that want to do that. I personally do not want to do that because I think it's pointless, but it's nice to have that option. And that's good. For everything else, for the stuff that's wrong with this game, it's mostly just the game itself. In terms of what they've added, how the way it plays or something like that, it's fine.
Med kit over here!
I could have saved that guy. It's fine.
Got a med kit for you.
But you know, basically what you're seeing here is exactly the same as Battlefield 4. It just feels like a reskin, and everyone who's been saying that it's basically a reskin is right. It's nothing but a reskin of Battlefield 4. Same jumping, same shooting, same destructive elements. Look at that, and it looks really pretty. But guys, there is no way I would pay for anything more than $30 for this game. I mean, even for premium, it's kind of ridiculous. And this game is actually taking a little bit longer than what I thought, but if you notice at the bottom left of the screen, there's only 17 more enemies to defeat, and then this game mode's over. And that's another thing about this game mode. It feels so one-sided. The cops have literally unlimited amount of people, while the criminals only have 16. Well, only have 100 or so tickets, and yet there's and yet you put a time limit on it for no reason. I'll be taking your car. And yet, yeah, there's a time limit on it. Instead of just having the tickets, why not just have, I don't know, a time limit, just a shorter time limit? That way the game can be over quicker, and people won't have to worry about, oh, I don't have to worry about my partner dying.
Let's go, command truck.
Apparently I cannot shoot that.
Check the command truck.
What am I being shot by? Where am I being shot at now?
Can't move. Can't move.
Can you explain where you're being shot at?
Got a command truck over there.
I want to destroy your car! Nice to know that criminals have really good armored vehicles like this. I do like how you're able to shoot them within the car. I think that's actually pretty neat as well. Oh, the baton, it didn't work. Oh, I wanted to arrest somebody. I want to show how that is, but I guess that's fine. Game's almost over after one more kill, so I don't even really need to deploy here anymore. And yeah, that's it. You upgrade the levels the more you use them, as well as you're able to get more money and unlock the guns. Although it's done by a, let's say it's done by a mechanic where you have to use money, there's still some attachments that you need to unlock just by kills, which can be a little bit of an annoyance. Actually, let me show you guys that right now before I get off, because I really have no intention of playing this anymore. Rescue and Crosshair, worst game modes. Go to customization here, and let me just show you guys this real quick, if I'm able to. Yeah, you see how I'm able to buy these weapons here? Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but look what you have to do to unlock the extra attachments. I have to get 30 kills for these, Yeah, 30 kills and I will unlock all of these, but it's, you know, it's not the same with that. With this, for the accessories, I have to get 60 kills. And then with this, I have to get 90 kills to unlock a freaking heavy barrel. And then, you want to know what happens after you do that? You have to buy them. So I have to get kills with them and then purchase them. There's a problem with that. Me, I'm not good with pistols. So whatever they give me at the beginning of the game, which is basically nothing, as you can see here, just improve iron sights, that's it. Whatever, I'm not good with the pistols. So because of this, it's going to take me a long time to get these 60 kills. Why, if you have a money system in this game, why can't I just buy it? Like, can I just skip this? With the battle packs, I can just buy them. Like, there's some of I unlock the battle pack here, you know, that's fine, blah, blah, well, all well and good, but these battle packs, look at this, bottom right of the screen. I can buy this battle pack right now, just with the end-game cash. Why can I not do this with the attachments for these weapons? Why is there 2 unlock criteria? I don't understand. And personally, I think that needs to be removed because it's just a way to get people to grind, and it's boring. It's boring. Well, that's it for the gameplay section. I'm gonna give my closing statements, and thank you guys for watching. And I'm done with this game. I really am.
So there you have it, guys. Battlefield Hardline unfortunately didn't turn out to be the game that I had hoped for. I talked about it multiple times, really looking forward to it, and wanted to try something different from Battlefield 4's standard modern military shooter, but unfortunately, I didn't know how good I had it. I guess I'm just going to go back to Battlefield 4 and I'm just gonna start uploading gameplays from this again, because this is, at least I know this can reach full HD, and it's still on a PS3 system. So, guys, you know, thanks for watching. Is it worth it? No, it is not worth it. They want to charge you $60 for this game. They're charging this as a full price release, where this could have easily been some DLC. And people have been saying this. People have been saying this for the entire week or so it's been out. This could have easily been DLC for Battlefield 4 because it feels so much like it. And there was no reason to have this as a standalone title. And you know what? I could agree with that. Considering the DLC that came with Battlefield 4, I would have rather liked something new like this. Or it could have been a standalone DLC, such as something like Infamous Second Son did, or Far Cry 4 did, with having it's Far Cry 4 or Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon or whatever that thing was, where it has its own standalone DLC, or even Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare felt like more of a full game than that, even to the point where Rockstar released it by itself, and then they of course released it with the regular game for the Game of the Year edition, but that just proves my point. And that was in 2010. Like, that was 5 years ago. This is 2015. And they still want to charge you how much for premium? Like $120 for premium? Oh, good lord. I am so sorry, Shadow, if you're watching this. If it was not for Shadow Chaos, I would have never got this game and was able to review it. He ended up giving me one of his copies. And thank you. I really appreciate that. But I'm so sorry you had to pay $60 for this, man. And I think I told him this. I'm sorry you had to pay a full price for this game. This game, maybe $30. Maybe it'll be worth it when some DLC comes out and the price is lowered. I don't even know how much Battlefield 4 is. Like what, $19.99? Depending on if you get it for digital download, it's what, $29.99. This. You're gonna have to wait on this as Battlefield 4. I can't even speak. At least I would say it works. it works on launch, and it works now. I barely had any connectivity issues. That's a good thing. Battlefield 4 had a lot of them, as a lot of glitches and stuff, and this one rarely. I ran into one weird glitch where I would shoot somebody and it would be no hit markers on them at all, and I was like really targeting on them, even with a shotgun. Sometimes no hit markers, even up close. That rarely happens, but it has happened to me. And those gameplays I haven't uploaded, but yeah, I'm going back to doing movie reviews or playing this. I have more fun playing this than I did Battlefield Hardline, and that's not because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. It's just because this is a better fucking game. Actually, I can go back and play freaking Red Dead Redemption and have a better time than this. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Is it worth it, Battlefield Hardline? No, it is not. Definitely not for $60. We'll see what it is down along the lines. In the meantime, I'm going back to Battlefield 4. I'm going back to Battlefield 4 as far as, like, my multiplayer game, and I'll just see what the future holds. Maybe Star Wars Battlefront might be better. Oh, but knowing EA... DICE, you know, I don't know what to say about that. Okay, I'm done. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go play some Kingdom Hearts. See you soon.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Hey everyone, SoranotRoxas here, and I know what you're saying. Why can't this video just end? Just one last thing before I go. I just wanted to say, once again, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for clicking on it. It helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. I rung up Kingdom Hearts towards the end of the video, and I will be uploading some more Kingdom Hearts gameplay, and I was supposed to do an Is It Worth It video on that before I did Battlefield Hardline. I don't know if I'm going to get the chance to do that now. Hardline has hurt me so much as a disappointment that I really don't feel like doing any video game reviews right now. We'll see what comes down along the line. I do want to review Batman Arkham Knight when it comes out, and that's like pretty much the only game I'm really looking forward to. Anything else, we'll see when it comes out. I've been recommended to possibly pick up Bloodborne, and I'm not interested in that world too much because I really was not interested in Dark Souls. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And, you know, whenever I get paid, that'll be fine. We'll see what happens with that and what I can be able to actually afford. Well, okay. Once again, thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Take care.